Yo, how's it going, everyone? It is that time once again. We are back for the Dokkan early stream. Starting a little bit later than usual. I overslept a little bit, but it's first thing on a Monday morning, for me anyway. So it's a brand new week of Dokkan. Part of me wonders if we're going to see any sort of like news today or anything. Wait, did I really not? Did I really not log in yesterday? Oh, because I made the Broly, the news about the part 2 Broly. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning my time. And then I didn't do any like other gameplay stuff. There you go, 3,000, like, was it 3,100 and something like cumulative days. Reset my consecutive days login. Whoops.
Alright, let's do this.
Yeah, how's everyone doing today? Hope you guys had a good weekend. Interesting stuff to come out of the fan meetup event. I think there'll be news tonight. Broly and stuff should be out on the 12th. Yeah, like that's the thing. They already posted the full details on like Twitter and everything. So unless they post like the Easy A details for the STR Broly and like the Super Easy A for the LR Broly, but even then, I wouldn't probably expect those until like Wednesday. Yeah, Mimi, how's it going? 10th/11th is when we should see stuff. Yeah, exactly. The 10th is like Wednesday, right? So Wednesday morning, maybe they'll tweet out like the Easy A details or something.
All right, let's do this.
Is new Wrathful Broly mid? No, new Wrathful Broly seems crazy good. After like 8 super attacks, he's already at almost 5 million defense start of turn, and he can super attack 5 times in one turn potentially. So like, you'll probably have the 8 stacks after 2 turns. And then obviously to make it even better, he has like a load of damage reduction and guard on the first couple of turns. But until he gets to that like 5 million defense. So So yeah, he looks incredibly good. Yeah, Michael, how's it going? I'm a bit wary of my I'm wary of my luck going into part 2. Because my luck in part 1 was so good, and for like the GDC overall. So I have a horrible feeling that my luck for Broly is going to be terrible.
All right, let's do this.
But yeah, I mean, I'll try. I'm not going to go crazy like getting more stones or anything, but yeah, I will definitely try to get Broly. He seems very, very good. When does he drop? Should be the 12th. I guess it depends. They didn't officially say at the thing, did they? Although a bunch of people that were there said that they said, but there's no like the producer letter post doesn't say or anything. Which is a shame because they normally have the like small print text at the bottom that says like available 13th PST or something like that, which then gives us me an idea when it's coming out for me. Yeah, I don't think there was anything else. Dokkan needs to give us this Broly for free after all the errors and barbershop issues. I mean, could you imagine them ever doing something like that? It's like, no, here's your, like, 3 stones compensation. Not a free, like, premium unit who potentially is the best unit in the game.
Alright, let's do this.
Took me 600 stones to pull the freezer, so I don't have much left for Broly. So it's my birthday on the 11th, I'm hoping my birthday luck will come through. Yeah, let's hope so. Yeah, I should have, like, by the time the banner comes out, I should have, like, 500 stones. So we'll see how that goes. I obviously got very lucky summoning for Frieza. Got him on, like, the first rotation. Interesting thing is going to be to see who the other Carnival LRs featured on his banner are. Because both of the Golden Week characters came back for the Part 1 banners. So I wonder if Kale and Caulifla is going to be in the... I wonder if Kale and Caulifla will be on the banner. After the Part 1 luck, I'm not expecting anything crazy. Yeah, it's funny how both of them are extreme tech. Like, we had the thing with the GDC Part 1 where both characters were STR, although they obviously weren't both extreme or both super. And then, yeah, now for this celebration, they're both extreme tech. So much for any sort of, like, typing, like, balancing or whatever, which, I mean, it's not important. At the end of the day, like, realistically, what typing the units are doesn't even really matter. Like, would the blue Goku and Vegeta be any worse if they were, like, tech instead of STR? Like, The only difference for some of the typings, obviously, is their free hidden potential thing at like 55%. Like when they give characters, like, they make STR Super Vegeta, who has a 100% chance to crit, and they make him STR, so he has crit as his free hidden potential ability, which he doesn't need. Put that Vegeta there because he gets an extra super in slot 3. What will be a free-to-play unit for part 2? I mean, we don't know if there will be one necessarily. Hopefully, if there is one, it'll be better than the Kid Vegeta. I said there'll be a decent amount of content, because so far I feel like there hasn't been a lot. Yeah, exactly. It's like the fact that we've got nothing to do, like, at the moment. Like, 2 new Red Zone stages come out on Wednesday, but, like, that's it. Because, yeah, like, we'll get at least the extra stages. We've got those 2 new events that they mentioned in the producer letter as well. Although, I think one of them is like one of them seems just like a daily skill orb or like link level type thing. Do that. Want Goku with the blue coat from the movie. Yeah, it's interesting that we got Vegeta with the coat as a banner unit, and Goku. Out of all the characters that are on the wallpaper, we actually didn't get a Goku. Prof will be flabbergasted. Because of course the big meme that Amatsu has to have like a Goku in every celebration. And now, yeah, Goku's like the only one from that wallpaper that isn't going to be a unit in part 2. In the celebration in general. Which is kind of crazy. Like, of all the characters you would expect to see, get a new unit. And one of them isn't Goku.
Let's do this.
Like, if part 2 was another Dokkan Fest banner, then I could imagine we'd get the Goku as a banner unit. But obviously it's a Carnival banner, so no banner unit. When does part 2 start? We're thinking the 12th from everything that we've seen. Nervous for SCR Brody EZA. He's already only on 4 categories, so they need to make him busted like Texin. Yeah, hopefully he will be. Because with the treatment that they gave Texin, and considering he is the mirror, like, banner unit, right? Like Texin was the banner unit for the Super Saiyan 4s. Broly's the banner unit for the gods. So hopefully they give them the same level of like attention. Because it'd be very disappointing otherwise. Make a video with which units will be on the banner. Yeah, I probably will. Okay, that's all my boosts. Yeah, Jaren, how's it going? Oh, I was partway through. We started doing it at like the end of one of the streams. I was partway through the Ultimate Clash run and then didn't finish it. So I've got the level 1 and level 2 for 3 times, but still haven't got the haven't done the level 3 a second time. Alright, I do still carry on. I only resets the missions, okay. Wait, who did I put on as the other movie heroes lead? Oh, yeah, it's them. For some reason, I was thinking for a second that it was superheroes and super bosses. Right? Should be Broly, and Broly, Golden Frieza, and the Universe 6 girls so far. Bro, why is there never any attacks in slot 1 for Frieza? It should be Broly, and Broly. It's kind of funny. But yeah, the STR Broly and the LR Broly should probably be featured because of the Easy A's as well. Although the funny thing is, they might not be. Which would be really stupid, but I also kind of wouldn't be surprised. Feel like the Golden Frieza banner ends in 3 hours. No, there won't be any other banner until the next banner comes out. The banner doesn't end in 3 hours. I think it's just the 3+1 that ends in 3 hours. So if you want to get your 3+1 discounted summons in, make sure you do them. Frieza and Gogeta are just frustrating to use. Way too many layers of RNG for my liking. Yeah, they definitely can be annoying. Like you load into certain events and certain setups, and they're just not like gonna look great straight away, which is annoying. Because in certain situations, you're not gonna want to use the active skill for Frieza like right at the beginning of the event. Which, if you do, it makes him look considerably better. For like, you could just kind of put him in slot 3, use his active skill, take a bunch of hits. Hit a big attack stat, but I forgot these guys can lock you. That's super annoying. Nice. Take Tapion with the double dodge though, let's go. And the gods should be, there we go. I can't believe I got part way through this and then forgot to do the like finish off the run, but I suppose it doesn't really matter too much. This is our Bond of Master and Disciple team. I always find it funny when characters, bosses that can heal, like heal as the first attack of turn 1, or like the first action of turn 1, before you have any like possibility to do damage to them. I suppose there are some characters that can use active skills straight away on turn 1 that do damage. I really want to see, the most interesting thing is about the fan meetup thing. I want to see like what's going to come out of it in terms, because one of the things, I don't know how many people else got to do that, but like Truth posted a thing saying that he had a proper like sit down with Amatsu, Ken and Geppy, like, which I'm assuming like they did because of who he is, like. And obviously he's not allowed to talk about like some of the stuff, but I really want to see what like that kind of stuff is. I know he said something about like one of the big changes that we want to see or something like that, so I'm really hoping that that is in reference to the friend system. I couldn't believe I was having a back and forth briefly. I say that it was like one reply each, but like someone saying that like someone replied to his thing about the friend system thing saying no, like a skip summon thing is way more important, and it's like, huh? I had to reply to it because it was just like the skip summon is like a complete non-issue. Like there are players like me who literally don't care if that's ever a thing or not. Like I do not care about skipping summons. Like normally I don't even do that many summons in one massive session that I would really care about skipping them anyway. Like it really isn't that hard. Like if you get a really bad animation, like just tapping the screen like 10 times really quickly to go through the cards, like isn't really a huge deal. Like I really don't see how like it's cool if they have it as an option for people to use if they want it, which is, you know, I know some people do want it, but like yeah, for me I genuinely couldn't care less. Like even if they added it, I'd probably never use it. Because you can still be surprised sometimes with like a bad animation and then you still actually get like a good unit or something. So yeah, like even if they added it, I'd probably never use it. But to say that having a skip summon thing is more important than them fixing the friend system is absolutely wild. Like there are literally some teams in the game that you just can't play. Like imagine if, I know his team's kind of outdated now, but like imagine if I wanted to run Topo's team against one of the GDC like events. What do you think the likelihood of me finding a Topo friend is? So I just don't get to use that team, the character that I like spent stones to summon for. I just don't get to play with that team because the friend system won't find a friend like Topo for me. And like we see it all the time, like when I do challenge runs or like when we're doing the World Tournament weekend and we do the like spin the wheel and pick like random category teams and stuff. Like so many times we go to do those like challenge runs, and then it's like, oh great, can someone in the chat set like this guy, and now I'll have to jump in and out of event a couple of times to like refresh the game. so that that person shows up. Or worst case scenario, the only person in the chat that says that they can set them ends up being someone whose friend lead I used earlier for something else, because you can only use each friend once per day. So, like, it literally makes the game unplayable in certain aspects. Like, the friend system, I think, is the #1 thing that needs to be fixed. Yeah, saying multiple friend leads would be good. They even tried arguing that, like, people, the suggestion that people give, they were saying that maybe fixing the friend system is too complicated. Because the excuse they gave was, like, people say about just have it so we can mirror our friend. But that only helps whales, because then you're able to use a friend that has, like, dupes and stuff. But, like, it's not even that. It's like, I would rather run a team. Like, let's say, like, my topo is 55%. I would rather be able to mirror my topo and have a 55% friend than not be able to run the team at all, because I can't find any topos. Like... Actually, I didn't use the heroes team during this run, so let's see if we can just beat Trunks with the heroes team straight away. Because yeah, I didn't have to sub in any of my teams, so... But yeah, saying multiple friends would be really helpful. Like if you could set one friend of each typing or something. Well, this is a bad turn. Can you imagine the heroes team would just get taken out straight away because of bad first rotation and then no dodge. And Pan didn't dodge. No. She'll dodge the super though, surely. There we go. Yeah, Trunks... Oh, Trunks can be attack lowered. I was about to say, can he have no status effects? But yeah, he can be attack lowered. No reason to not use it straight away, really. Yeah. Interesting solution would just be removing the friend cap. I mean, kind of, but then at the same time, it's still, you'd still have the same issue. Like, even if you had 400 friends, chances are that none of them are going to have, like, I don't know, let's say you really wanted to run the AGL Scout of Vegeta team for some reason. It's very unlikely still that anyone's going to have that guy set as their friend. It does help if you have the ability, like we mentioned before, like I can do on stream sometime and stuff, like when you actually have people on your friends list that you can contact, whether it's friends in real life or like here on the stream, where I can say like, hey, people on my friends list, like set this guy. Whereas obviously if you're just like a regular normal player and you don't know like other people that play, like you don't actually know or have any way to contact the people on your friends list, then you can't ask people to set like specific units or anything. Yeah, I think that opens up in-game chat, opens up all sorts of like weird things they have to think about for like safety and stuff like that. Like, I'm expecting a band-aid on a gunshot wound tier fix. Yeah. I mean, they've been making a lot of big changes. I don't know, maybe if it's a big thing, especially because like all the people that were going to the thing, like a lot of people, Dr. Pritch, Truth, like a bunch of people were saying like, what are the things that you guys want me to bring up, like for people that aren't going, and so many people mention like the friend system and stuff like that. So they have, like, so many people will have mentioned it to them that they know it's a thing that the community want to see improved. It's potentially just GG now. Ooh, not quite. Oh, right, so yeah, it's like you can only pick specific, like scripted specific things to say. Like, yeah, that could be a lot easier. Broly is my favourite character, but man, I've got to admit the new one is a mess. Wait, what? The new one looks awesome. The new one looks like one of the new best units in the game. Alright, so we got all of those from the missions for the reset. Okay, and it resets in 19 days. So as soon as once it gets to next Monday and we just get the weekly reset again, then I can do the beat the whole thing 3 times mission. No rush to do it now. Shout out to the mad lads that like every time there's a new Battlefield reset, they just beat it like 3 times in a row straight away to get all of the missions done. I mean, I wasn't on Twitter or anything like much yesterday after the reveals because I stayed up late for the reveals and then went to bed. But like, I personally haven't seen anyone being disappointed or saying anything negative about the Broly. I thought most people were under the general consensus that he's amazing. Halvard posted the calcs for like his defense and how quickly it goes up, and it seems ridiculous. It's like start of his third appearance, and he's like 5 million defense start of turn. Yeah, it's like by the time his damage reduction has run out, he's got, yeah, insanely high defense. And he's got guard, the whole, like, always. He doesn't have, like, limited guard or anything like that. Like... I could see people being disappointed he has a exploding rage like leader skill, but other than that. I mean, the thing is, on turn 1, like, because he gets extra stats if he gets supered as well. It's like, what is he taking, apart from, like, big boss super straight away in slot 1? Like, turn 1, he's going to tank all normals. If he gets the super attack first... How do we know we're getting a Dokkan stream in October? I actually can't remember where it was mentioned. It doesn't just fine without the tech androids. Yeah, he gets, every time he gets hit, he then gets an additional. So, like, on the first turn, he's not going to go as crazy unless you, I guess, unless you put him in slot 1. But it kind of depends on what the attacks are and where the attacks are. Yeah, I could probably take them off and just put, put Cooler on there.
All right, let's do this.
Because the androids, it's fun to have the, like, the Ghost Usher effect, but then they don't do any damage. Yeah, Broly seems like a tough skip, because, yeah, he is very, very good. Oh yeah, I should make a post then about the... Make a tweet, you know what you think. Alright, I made a post about it, so if people want to reply to that tweet with their thoughts, Now, let me bring up his thing again here. Yeah, because turn 1 he has what, 70% damage reduction and guard. I mean, I guess it depends as well, because imagine if, like, the phase 1 fight is an unarmed super attack. Because then not only you can put him in slot 1, and not only does he get a stat increase when that super attack gets launched at him in the first place, but then he can also counter it. Now, I think at this point, because Daima, I feel like they'll treat the first big, like, especially for Super Saiyan 4, like, the first big Daima thing is going to be, I think it's going to be Anniversary. Like, I don't think they're going to use it as, like, a... They're not going to do it as, like, a random filler Dokkan Fest. Like, people have been waiting for it for so long now as well. Like... Yeah, each counter will count as well. Yeah, no, I couldn't go to the Dokkan Community Fest even if I wanted to, because you have to live in America to be able to go, which really sucks. So JP, was that on Global as well? News about next version update. Dokkan info. Is that for Global as well? No. Thoughts on what Amatsu supposedly said about Heroes. What did he supposedly say about Heroes? I haven't seen that. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have been able to go anyway, like, for now, at the timing of this year and everything. I wouldn't have been able to afford it regardless. But, like, it kind of sucks. Even if I wanted to go, like, I just wouldn't be able to. You're not allowed. You're literally not allowed to go if you don't live in America, which is insane. Like, why not? Yo, Kismet, how's it going? Yeah, I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? Yeah, Dokkan info hasn't updated yet. That's a good point though. Somebody mentioned this is like the first celebration where, technically the first major celebration like this, where all the units have been extreme. Because the first part 1 unit is extreme tech and this part 2 unit is extreme tech. which is not something that usually happens. But yeah, shout out to everyone that's here for the stream. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Someone supposedly asked him, and he said we will get something else along with the EZA banner. Did somebody tweet that or something? Like, have you got a link or anything? Because, like, if I can actually find that, I'll make a video about it probably. Because we love heroes over here. Amatsu laughed when someone shouted LR Kid Boo. Yeah, a bunch of people asked about, like, LR Kid Boo, and then people, apparently, like, a couple of people tweeted, like, saying that they mentioned LR Kid Boo, like, near Amatsu or at Amatsu, and he just laughed. Well, that's the thing, you gotta know, like, he has to know it's a meme in the community now, that we've been waiting so long for LR Kid Boo. But somebody else, and I don't know whether they're obviously telling the truth or not, but somebody else posted a thing that apparently they said that they asked Amatsu about LR Kid Boo, and he said soon, apparently. But fine, I wake up, drink a coffee, and enjoy your stream. Hey, sounds good. Sounds like a good start to the morning. Someone asked about Daima and got a response saying next year. That was another thing I saw Truth tweet, like, people, like, kept saying Daima, like, near him, or, like, at him as he was walking past. They were like, Daima? And he just kept laughing. Right. There's a post on the Dokkan subreddit. Okay. I don't know if there was anything proving the poster was there. Okay. I mean, it could still be the thing about, like we said about before, like I made the video about it, it could still be the thing of, like, a Divers collab with a new Marseillan, because it's still, like, crossover, and obviously Divers is, like, the spiritual successor to Heroes, so it's kind of the same thing, I guess. But hey, shout out to Mox SF for the follow over on the Twitch side. I appreciate you. Now, apparently it was mentioned there, but they didn't, like, it wasn't one of the things that got announced. The Namek Super EZA. Namek Goku Super EZA. Let me see, what was the... Because Truth made a tweet about it earlier. I think he, like, retweeted. It might have been just a retweet of Minato or something, but... Yeah, so just want to say Namek Goku Super EZA was not confirmed, teased, hinted, or even implied to be coming at the Community Fest. Yeah, so there's apparently no confirmation at the thing. Oh god, yeah, I already saw some replies to like Truth's thing complaining about Broly. I never understand, like, what do people mean when, like, someone was saying that, like, oh yeah, he's just pure stats, so he'll age out, like, super quickly. But he has damage reduction and guard. Like, what is the classification for what we're calling a unit that is just pure stats? Because surely, to me, that means the unit doesn't have damage reduction or guard, and they're literally just relying on their stats. So saying that Broly is just stats, like, makes no sense, because he has damage reduction and guard. Like, what? Let me get his passive up here so we can look at it again. Let me just post the link actually to that tweet in here. Right, so yeah, let me get up his thing here. Look at Halford's counts as well. Yo, Bri, how's it going? Only turn 1 he has good damage reduction, turn 2 it's pretty irrelevant. Because turn 2 it's what, 30%? Yeah, it should be out on the 12th, is seemingly the what people have been saying. I don't know if that was said at the fan meetup thing, because there's no like date on the producer letter or anything like that. But yeah, if we take a look at his like thing here. So he has 7 extra key and 70% damage reduction on turn 1. He has 260% attack and defense and guard. For every attack performed, he increases his defense. And every attack received, he increases his attack and then gets an additional attack. For every super launched at the character, he gets attack and defense 30%. And then unarmed supers, he has a great chance to nullify. So, like, in an event where the enemy has an unarmed super in, like, turn 1, you could very safely put him in slot 1. Because he'll be tanking normals with the damage reduction that he has. And then, obviously, if there is a super, he just potentially counters it. Then I guess the thing is, turn 2, if you haven't put him in slot 1, so he can get hit a couple of times and get some extra attack. Although I suppose it doesn't really matter. Because even on turn 1... Yeah, I guess, like, turn 1, if you don't put him in slot 1, and he gets hit a couple of times in slot 2... then on his second appearance, he will then get those additional attacks. But because you didn't put him in slot 1 on the first turn, and so he didn't get a lot of stacks, then you'd kind of have to put him in slot 2 on the second turn as well. But then he gets a bunch of those extra supers off. Yeah, it's interesting, because like he's a character that needs to get hit in order to build up. And you want him to build up as quickly as possible. I mean, I guess It'll be interesting to see how like he interacts with having like Frieza and Gogeta because of the target ability, and how you can kind of use that, because you don't want to use that straight away because you want Broly to get hit. But like once Broly's damage reduction wears out, you can just use Frieza's target ability on the next turn, and then Broly will probably have been hit a few times and then get like a bunch of extra supers on that turn where he's protected by Frieza. Because yeah, like the stats here, full build up once he's attacked was at 5 times to get the full thing. He starts the turn at 1.4 million defense. With 8 super attack effect stacks, his start of turn defense is 4.8 million. But that means to get 8 super attack effect stacks, you'd have to get hit like 4 times in slot 1 on the first turn and get lucky with the... Because remember, the additionals are an extra attack that has a high chance. Is it high or great chance to become a super? So they're not all necessarily going to be additional supers, right? You'll get turns where he just does a bunch of additional normals. That still builds up his passive. Like, because this part here is for every attack performed. But it won't build up his... he obviously won't get any of the build up from like the super attack effects. Because the super attacks are both raised attack and defense. Well, that's the thing. He seems like he'll be really good, but like there'll be certain events where it will be very dangerous to put him in slot 1, like straight away. But other events will be fine, based on like what kind of attacks the boss has and stuff, right? Like if we check, let me go to Dokkan info, challenges, GDC, special thingamajig. Where is it? There. Rose and Zamasu. Yeah, they're both Ki Blast super attacks, so that's not what you want to see. Trying to think, like, what are the actual hardest fights in the game at the moment? Gogeta and Rose and Zamasu are both Ki Blast super fights. The Gohan, Goten and Trunks. Goten and Trunks have an unarmed super attack. But the problem is that Gohan always supers in slot 1 and has a Ki Blast super. Although, from the very start of the event, Gohan doesn't actually do that much damage. And Broly gets extra stats from being super attacked. So, Broly could be alright in that fight as well, actually, to be fair.
Alright, let's do this.
Although on turn 1, Goten and Trunks always super in slot 3, and then on the next turn they super in slot 1. So like, Broly being on the second turn in that Gohan, Goten and Trunks fight would actually be really good. Because then he'd be getting supered twice, which would give him the 30% when being supered buff. He has a chance to just counter Goten and Trunks. The solo Gohan fight phase 2. Solo Gohan fight. Which one is the solo Gohan fight? Yeah, I also saw someone say it's like a bittersweet, like Broly finally gives LR Super Saiyan Bardock a 220% lead, which I've been waiting for forever, but LR Super Saiyan Bardock wants to be run with superclass allies, so an extreme character giving him a 220 lead isn't exactly ideal. Blue Zone. Which one? Like the newest one that just came out doesn't have a solo Gohan. Well, there's the one that's phase 3. The one where he does An 11 million damage super, yeah, and he has an unarmed super attack. The problem is those fights are really short though, so like Broly will get like one turn against him. I want to get to stage 900 at least here for today, and then we'll go on and we'll go do something else.
All right, let's do this.
Broly should be coming out on Friday, supposedly, the 12th. I wonder if it'll be the same thing as for me, but... Where it's like 2 in the morning. Will it be 2 in the morning the next day? Yeah, it starts off in base. Yeah, it's stage 3. Starts off in base and does like an 11 million damage super, but it's an unarmed super, so... People never say hi, ask when the banners drop and then dip. Some people say thank you afterwards at least. Not everyone, but some people. Broly is good. Hard to rank him now given he isn't out, but he isn't built for this current meta. Yeah, it's interesting. Like, I really thought after seeing his details and everything that he looked super, super good and that everyone would be generally fairly happy. But yeah, already on the replies to that thing, people are not so happy. I mean, he will be an absolute festival destroyer, that is true, but obviously, like, for a lot of people, myself included, I don't care about festival. Like, I beat it once and then basically never touched it again, and then we got a mission for it, so I beat the mission, and now we'll never touch it again. So, like, a unit coming out and being good in festival doesn't really matter to me. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if in part 2 they add a mission for doing... for doing it with extreme characters on the team to, like, make you do it again with Broly. Like, the mission will be to do it with, like, an extreme tech and then, like, something else. Maybe extreme STR because of the 2 easy A's. So it'll be, like, extreme tech, extreme STR, and extreme, like, something else. Yeah, Thorn. Yeah, doing pretty good, thank you. How are you? Looking forward to the Squadra release, which I think is also Wednesday, which is kind of annoying. Although, annoyingly, I'm still waiting for an email back from the people about the creator program thing.
Alright, let's do this.
And to release STR stackers for festival. Yeah, the STR like options are pretty limited. I hate these periods in the game. I feel like I log in, get my stones, log off. Yeah. We've got some new stages, like 2 new red zone stages coming out on Wednesday. But even then, that's like, that's it. We played Silk Song. No, I never played the original Hollow Knight, so I haven't played Silk Song. I've seen a couple of different ones come and go over the years, and I've never been like super interested in the sort of like 2D side scroll style like Souls-like games. But yeah, it looks interesting. I've seen some clips of like people playing it, but yeah, I'm currently playing Chronos: The New Dawn, which is Dead Space like survival horror. We're playing that again later on the second channel. The link is pinned in the chat. Make sure you guys check that link out if you enjoy these streams, you enjoy the chill vibes and all that good stuff, and you want to see me do other stuff that isn't just Dokkan. My second channel, pinned in the chat, Ningen Plays, is where I do all the non-Dokkan stuff. So I recently just finished our first playthrough of Death Stranding 1 and 2, which was awesome. Really enjoyed that and the story. So good. And then yeah, I've gone on to Chronos: The New Dawn. Spooky Dead Space style sci-fi horror game. Yeah, Expedition 33 is probably still up there as one of my games of the year for this year. I mean, it's definitely one of them. Death Stranding 2 is very much up there now as well, just because of how great the story was. I think overall I have less, like, there'll be really minor ones for Death Stranding, but I think I have less nitpicks with Expedition 33 than I do with Death Stranding. But that's because I've always been a big, like, turn-based RPG guy. So if you don't like turn-based RPGs, then even though the story and everything is great, you're obviously not going to like it as much as other games. It's like Little Blue loves Death Stranding, loved Death Stranding 2, and she really enjoyed watching me play through Expedition 33 because the story and the music and everything is good. But she's not a huge fan of like the gameplay. And then yeah, for me, like Death Stranding was, the story and everything was amazing. There were a couple of gameplay bits that I thought were a bit tedious, which obviously it was worth it to get through for like the story and everything. It's funny because I saw people complaining about like the first one. The reason why I never played the first one when it first came out is people complaining about it just being like a walking simulator, or even when you get like the vehicles and stuff, just like delivery simulator. But then the funny thing is I enjoyed doing that, and would get annoyed when you get to like the areas where there are the BTs and it forces you to stop and like fight things instead of just carrying on and making your deliveries. Do you ever get the happy birthday message in Death Stranding 2? No, my birthday is only like a month or just over a month away, so maybe I'll have to like load it up just to get it. Because you put your birthday in at the beginning, because when you get to one of the locations in the game, the password to open the door, like on the keypad, is your birthday, which obviously you put in at the beginning of the game. But yeah, to be fair, I could do that and just like record it as a short. I mean, it's not like, it won't be like new news or anything, because I think people posted about it like pretty much straight away after the game came out. But yeah, something happens if you log into the game and go to the Magellan on your birthday. So I have to check it out on my actual birthday. I'm playing Borderlands 4. I don't know. I thought Borderlands 3 looked terrible, so I didn't get it. And then I heard it was terrible after it came out, and that I made the right choice for like skipping it. And then I thought from the initial stuff that we saw, from like the trailers and teasers and stuff, I thought from the initial stuff that we saw that Borderlands 4 looked kind of cool. So I was like a little bit back on board with the idea of getting it. And then there was all the stuff where, I can't remember his name, is it Randy, is it Pitchford? The guy that's like the director of whoever it is that makes Borderlands. Just posted like some really unhinged, like random stuff that made me like kind of annoyed. Like someone was complaining about, I think it was when the Switch 2 came out and people were talking about prices of games again. And someone has said something like, oh, you know, I think they said like, they might have commented on something he posted or something. It was either he posted about something with the Switch 2 thing, or someone just tagged him randomly asking him out of the blue. But there was a post from someone that basically just said, like, whether it was a reply to him or if it was just atting him out of the blue, I can't remember. But it was basically just a thing that said, like, Randy, like, please don't make Borderlands 4 cost, like, $70 or $80 or whatever it was. And his reply was basically just essentially to say, regardless of how much we choose to make it, if you're a real fan, you'll buy it anyway. And it's like, oof, that's, yeah, not great. Bit of a tone-deaf, like, reply when people are very focused on, like, just how expensive some games are becoming now. And especially people who would consider themselves to be real fans or, like, big fans, but they can't afford to spend like crazy amounts on a game like that. To then turn around and basically say to that person, well, you're not a real fan if you're not willing to spend like $80 for a single game. It's just like, ooh, yeah. Yeah, and then he just kind of, I think he replied to some other replies and just kind of made it worse. Just kind of like doubled down, essentially. And then tried to like backtrack, and then yeah, just the whole thing was just a bad look. And then I think there was something else that happened not long after that as well that he posted that was really dumb. Oh yeah, that's one thing as well. Yeah, that was the other thing, maybe not actually a post from him. There's like a crazy collector's edition that's like $100, but it doesn't come with the game.
All right, let's do this.
It comes with like an art book and like a little statue and stuff, but it doesn't come with the game. It's like, what? Like, I don't understand why that even exists. Like, even if that's what they think is a fair price for all the stuff that's in it, why isn't it, like, instead of being $100, why isn't it, like, $150 and it comes with the game? Because you know there will be people, and there will be their own fault to a certain point, but, like, there will be people that don't read the description of what's included properly, and they'll buy that $100, like, edition, not realizing it doesn't come with the game. Because why would it? Why would there be a collector's edition of like a game that's just come out and it doesn't have the game with it? Because really all it is, it's not technically like Borderlands 4 special edition or whatever. It's literally just like Borderlands merch pack or something, right? That's wild. I'm sure that's what they're betting on, and most people don't return things. Yeah, like, I mean, I guess if you open it, I suppose it depends where you get it from. Like, some places, I guess you could open it, find there's no game inside, and still take it back. But you would probably have a tricky time, because obviously those places would probably be well within their rights to then just say, like, well, look, you can see here, like, the small print on the box says, like, game not included or whatever. Like, you would think, though, like, if you were a good guy games retailer, like, if I was still working at the game store I used to work at and that kind of thing happened, if someone, like, came up to the counter on, like, the day of release of the game to buy that thing, then I would be like, you know, this doesn't come with the game, right? Like, you wouldn't just let them buy it and not say anything and then come back like an hour later and be like, there's no game in it. Just be like, yeah, I know. It doesn't come with the game. Like, imagine not being told that as well. You'd be so annoyed. That'd also be really annoying if, yeah, the game was, like, super popular and sold out of all the actual copies. And then someone buys the limited edition one. And it's like, oh, yeah, it doesn't come with the game. Oh, okay. Can I have a copy of the game as well? No, we don't have any of those left. Crazy. But yeah, that seems wild to me. So yeah, it's like a long roundabout way of like answering that question. I'm not really sure if I want to get Borderlands 4 anymore. Like, I really, really loved Borderlands 2. I literally have like Borderlands 2 like tattoos on my leg because I loved Borderlands 2. But man, third one was disappointing, and the fourth one, they're not doing themselves any favors. Like, I know people will think the game will come with it and buy it. Yeah, that's the problem, is that will happen. And especially now, a lot of people do like to just order stuff online rather than going into stores. So that'll be the most annoying thing for people, though. Like, to be really disappointed is like people ordering it online and it shows up on the day the game comes out, and then you realise it's not in there. So now it's like the release day of the game, your copy's just arrived, but you can't play it because you actually didn't buy the game. I need me them cardboard cutouts of game codes in the shape of discs they did for Fallout 76 again. I can't say I've seen that. GameStop will sure tell their workers not to bring it up. I don't know, like, I know the place that I used to work, they wouldn't do that. Like, they would absolutely, like, let you tell them. And I assume they would, not only would they let you tell them, they would probably encourage you to tell them. They definitely would not tell you not to tell them. Yeah, you book the day off work and then it arrives in the post and it's like, nope, you don't actually have the game. You just have a bunch of collector's edition, like, merch stuff. Which realistically, like, apart from cool little statue things, collector's editions of games don't really ever have any good stuff in it. Physical release of Fallout 76 did not have discs. He had a cardboard cutout with a game code to put in online. That's kind of crazy. I guess so many games are digital now. But it's kind of weird to do a physical release, but then it doesn't come with a physical copy of the game. I need to see if I can find that Reddit post about heroes. But yeah, even just going to like the community fest and getting all the cool like goodies and stuff would have been awesome. Someone predicting that a bunch of heroes units will super easy, eh? Which would be awesome, but I think very, very unlikely. Oh yeah, the 76 bag thing. I forgot about that. Yeah, it was supposed to come with like a bag, and like they just didn't have enough of them or something.
All right, let's do this.
But yeah, Broly's banner is double raids, which is good. Which I think the part 2 banner we like was in last time anyway. I can't see this post about a heroes thing though. Although some of these posts are in like they're not in like chronological order. Because I'll see one that's like super old, and then the next one will be another picture from like the fan festival thing. Yeah, Carlos King, how's it going? You think could be super easy? So it's looking like, from what some people have posted, that there's no confirmation of that at all, and potentially the person who even said that it was mentioned at the thing, a lot of people are now saying that they just made it up for attention, because there's been absolutely no like confirmation or anything. Yeah, I can't see anything anywhere about heroes. Is there a way to search, like... Okay, you can search in search for heroes. Okay, yeah, I found the post. It literally just says, Astamatsu would not give specifics, but said the Easy A banner would be coming, as well as something else. And then that's it. But yeah, Broly's banner will be double rates. I think the Carnival banner has been double rates for the last two, like, Tanabatas. So that's something that we probably just should have expected anyway. Gohan / Piccolo and Tien on the Broly banner. It's possible. They'll be unfeatured. Like, they'll be on there, technically. But in terms of featured, I don't think so. Like, Gohan and Piccolo don't have any relevance to the banner, so they're probably not going to be featured. Tien, I'm not sure. I think Tien might be too new. But Kale and Caulifla are like the last Carnival LR to release, and that haven't returned yet. So, plus they're the Golden Week Part 2 LR, and the Golden Week Part 1 TWAs were on the Part 1 banner. So I could very much see Kale and Caulifla being on the Part 2 banner. Which would be good for me, because I don't have them. So... When Broly release again, because there will be another Carnival banner in December. Well, there could be another Carnival banner in December, because that's when we got Gotenks last year. But Broly wouldn't return that early, I don't think.
Let's do this.
I just saw the STR Goku guy getting snitched out. Yeah, I saw someone was posting about it before, so I don't know if it is actually a thing now. Yeah, I don't see a post about it. Someone mentioned it in like the group chat, but... Another thing in December, Fusion 220 lead incoming. Yeah, we'll get another Gogeta. It'll be a standalone blue Gogeta. And they're in the point summon banner. Well, Kale and Caulifla, I think so. AGL Gogeta LR won't be, because he's a Dokkan Fest. In fact, so is the LR Broly that's going to get a Super Easy A. He's a yellow coin LR, so I think he'll probably be featured. But yeah, we should be getting a data download at some point this week if the stuff is coming out Friday. So blue Z Gogeta. I mean, that would definitely confuse everybody because there's no blue in Z in general at all. So it'd be an odd choice to be sure. Tuesday data download. Trying to think if the stuff's coming out on Friday, I would imagine it's probably going to be like Wednesday morning for me, like data download, but it's hard to say. But yeah, the update should be coming with the next maintenance anyway. It's been announced on JP, but strangely not announced on Global. Broly doesn't come out in 2 hours, no. I think the two, if you're talking about like the countdown that's on the banner, that's for when the 3+1 like summon discount thing goes away. But the Freezer banner will still be there, it just won't have the 3+1 on it anymore. Yeah, it's alright. Anthony, no worries. But yeah, we think the Broly banner is potentially going to be out on Friday, or at least by the end of this week. So yeah, hopefully data download on Wednesday. Maybe some Twitter details on like tomorrow or Wednesday about the Broly Easy A's. Because obviously they showed them in the at the fan thing, but they didn't show they didn't actually say what they do. They just showed that they were happening. Waiting for the Ultra Instinct Gogeta and Ultra Ego Vegito celebration. It's kind of crazy to think that with all the licensing stuff and like how Dokkan and any other games, in general, can't do manga only stuff, that we still don't have like things like Ultra Ego and like just can't get them. Like yeah, I saw that. Christopher Sabat, the English voice of Vegeta, saying the line about "I'm all ego," like from the manga. See, like even they want that stuff to come. Like they want that stuff to be animated. They want to do that stuff, but you know, Lawrence was hoping for a free 30 stones today. Got 20 stones towards final buy one get one free on free Gia. Yeah, the banner's like the discount's what? It's like 2 hours left or something. But yeah, Broly should be out Friday. We still don't have like 100% confirmation yet, so. But the data download that should drop sometime within the next couple of days will give us the exact time and everything.
All right, let's do this.
Still got like 96 stages to go. It's crazy. Sheila and Lemo really the reason why they have big bad bosses. Yeah, I don't think anyone will ever understand why the Broly Trio card has big bad bosses. Like, it doesn't make a huge amount of sense. Because no other Brolys have big bad bosses. And then they gave the Broly, Cheelai, and Nemo card Big Bad Bosses, but... yeah, Broly's would be so much better for running on extreme teams if they actually had Big Bad Bosses, but... I don't understand why they don't give it to them. Maybe in the early days of the game, they thought that the Broly units were too powerful and that if they had it, they would be way too powerful. But they could literally just change it now. Like they did with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and giving him Saiyan Raw after the first couple of Super Saiyan 4 Gogetas didn't have it. There's nothing to stop them from giving a new Broly Big Bad Bosses, but... they just won't for some reason. Of course, Dark Masking eats the super, but I'm upset Broly won't be on Omega's team. Yeah, I mean, Omega's team is already insane enough, I guess, to be fair, but... but yeah, the problem is, we'll stop there for now because we're going in the stream, but the problem is as well, like, look at this. This is like the Super Bosses team. Like, obviously the AGL Wrathful Broly there is supposed to be the new one, but like, who else are you running on this team if you want to make a Super Bosses team? Like, just using 2 of the clones, they're not going to have much of their passive, so they're not going to be, like, that good. You could run physical Rose, I guess. But then you've got, like, the problem of having too many Rosés on the team. I mean, if this guy's EZA is good, then maybe he makes it onto the team. But, like... his passive, he's just such a, like, he's got a bit of a blank slate, to be fair, because he doesn't really do much, so they could give him all sorts of crazy stuff with his EZA, but... I mean, the Broly trio, if you get lucky with orbs, I guess, but... but if you don't get lucky with orbs, then they will just get you killed. So... that's already, like, quite risky. And then, yeah, realistically, because I don't have int hit, so, like, just throw him on there, I guess. But yeah, it's not exactly a crazy team. But anyway, that's going to be it for the stream. I appreciate you guys coming out. No news or anything today, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. Potentially some reveals for the EZAs or the data download could be tomorrow, but we'll have to see. So that is going to be it for the stream. I appreciate everyone coming out. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.